Hello, I'm Joachim Duplessis. Welcome to the HTS Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force appears to have stepped up its level of activity in the community with road checks and searches. This has resulted in the confiscation of guns and ammunition and arrests of suspects. The new acting police commissioner, Vern Guard, has promised tough intelligence-driven policing and a community outreach component. So we ask, will the increased police activity reduce the crime rate? We took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
Si police mette tête en tête, et non mette tête en tête, crime nan supposé kay descend, depuis police mette quoi yo dehors. Et gouvernement assiste yo, ba yo sa yo besoin pour faire travail yo.
The police presence, it will really increase the crime rate because knowing that the police is here and there and everywhere, the criminals will kind of check themselves and knowing the police is doing their job, like in a way, like it should be. Yes, I think it will decrease the crime rate.
Well, c'est un bon bagage, ça c'est un bon activité, so ça caille des pays à plus so bon.
Yes, I believe to a certain extent, because with the increased traffic checks, that means they'll be confiscating a lot of illegal weapons, so that means there will be less of this on the streets and we can be a little bit safer. So I believe yes, and people, when they see police present, that will deter them from criminal activities.
We cannot say that it will reduce the crime rates until we see the results, but then at least being optimistic, it should, because of course you're increasing the manpower you have. So it should, but then you cannot say definitely that it will. But I must add also that we need to see our policemen at the street corners. It's not just increasing the number of policemen, and then where are they? They're in the station, or they're patrolling. It's not only that, especially the youth. The youth has to recognize the police officers at the street corners. So we need to see a few of them doing the beat, as we used to say in the old days.
But they have heightened traffic checks and confiscation of weapons and ammunition.
Yeah, well, that's part of policing. That's all part of policing. They should have done that. It's not because of it's not because of the crime rate or the increase in crime that they should be doing that. They should be always doing that. That is normal policing.
Well, possibly, because it's not something that we can do, you understand? But a trial is nothing else that we can do. But it is high time, it was high time that we go and find ourselves, especially the police, to stop that shit going on in St. Lucia. It's time we collect all guns, whether we can, or how we can, to stop that shit. And I am telling you something, I support the police for all the activities they are putting on to now, to stop that.
Crime is tough. Crime is very, very tough. Two things I can see. Police need everything they need to try to stop the crime. Stop the drugs. It will not be easy. Police have to be more honest to themselves and make sure they are honest to themselves and honest with the people of St. Lucia. When you are honest, everything will work in your favor.
No, I don't think so, because the police cannot be everywhere all the time. So I don't think it will curb on the crime. But I know they have been stopping vehicles and confiscating a lot of weapons, but I don't think that will stop the crime. That will reduce the crime rate.
It certainly should. With the new commissioner, there's a new thrust, and we're expecting more things to happen. The police have a lot of powers. They should use their powers and be on the ground, have boots on the ground to abate the crime situation.
No, it will not. They could have a million set of police they bring to go and do things. It will not decrease on the crime rate. Crime will always happen because most of the police, they use a uniform and a badge for protection, and most of them are cowards. You understand? Crime happening, they're not going. They're waiting till a whole following day to go and see what's going on or whatever. Once they hear guns, whatever, they do not go. They say they have family, and I hear police say it already. They say they have family, they're not going and get themselves killed.
But you have a lot of policemen, I'm telling you, that don't do what they're supposed to do. Only one set might be doing it. But if they continue doing what they're doing around the island, things will be better for us. They cannot stop all crime, all right? They cannot, but things will be better. Just keep it up, and we need to see police patrolling the beat in uniform, whether day or night. We need to see mobile patrol at night, go all through the holes, mobile. But beat and patrol, foot patrol, we need to see that both day and night, whether it's 2 a.m., whatever. Police should be on the beat to do what they have to do. So all that would solve our crime problem.
I know it will, because police has been making arrests. Police has been arresting people, and lots more activities is going on. So I believe it will help.
Absolutely, I believe it will help reduce the crime rate, especially if it's relentless, is persistent, and it's clinical. Because the police, I mean, they have the lack of resources or whatever the case is, but they have to be a little more resourceful. The criminals, I don't think, operate 24 hours a day. So the police have been doing a wonderful job confiscating illegal weapons. They've been arresting certain people, and they've been making some breakthrough in some investigations, which is a very good thing. Like anything else, if you could get to the root of any problem, you will get a reduction in crime. So if we cut the roots of the tree, there's not going to be any flowering. So we want to encourage the police. They have been doing a great job. And just the presence of the police, you wouldn't do certain things if you see police around. If you're thinking of doing something illegal, and just the very presence of the police will get you to think twice.
No, it will not reduce the crime rate. What everybody needs, work for everybody to get busy. Right? Once everybody is busy, they will not have time. But everybody wants new shoes or new clothes or whatever, so the crime has to be there because there's not enough work for the youth. Every year you have 5,000 children leaving school, and about 1,000 will get a job, and the rest, what they're doing, they're on the street.
Thanks for those responses. And now to our new discussion. St. Lucia is gearing up to celebrate Creole Heritage Month in October. Activities involving lectures, music, and exhibitions will be held in communities throughout St. Lucia, culminating with the Jounen Kweyol to be held during the last weekend of the month. Creole Month has become one of the biggest celebrations on the calendar, with schools, businesses, government departments, and communities marking the occasion through decorations and exhibitions. The officially designated host communities for 2024 are Dennery, Monrepo, and Ancillary. So we ask, do you plan to participate in Jounen Kweyol activities for Creole Heritage Month? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsstlucia.org and vote. Remember, our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.